Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do something a little different. We are going to do like a walking tour of my home. I can show you from room to room exactly what I have in there, where I've got things, a lot of DIYs, so I can point those out for you, and I will try to link anything that we have a video for or like a blog post for. That will be in the description box for you guys. My house is not clean. It is not decorated for spring or Easter. It's just very plain, and I kind of wanted it that way. It's just easier on the eyes, I think, doing room tours like that. So if you guys are ready for the home tour, we're gonna get started here at the front door. Here we are inside, and we're gonna shut this door because, as per usual, it is windy here in Casper. It's not the ideal place to live in the winter, but it sure is beautiful out here, and there's not a lot of people and tons of wildlife, so we love it so much. But please excuse some of the sunlight coming through the big windows here. This is my front door view, and you can see my living room and dining room, and I have this wonderful coat closet. First time I have ever had a coat closet in my whole entire life where we can put things. It's awesome. We have extra hangers and hooks and all sorts of stuff going on. So yeah, this is like one of my favorite features of this house, and I have it all decorated with St. Patrick's Day. And on the entrance wall, I did this faux shiplap little technique here, and we do have a video for that. And then I just added some hooks, and this is actually one of my pictures from Death Valley that I had framed. Love it. It's all that black and white, my favorite. Next to the door, we have this DIY table that my husband and I both made together. He did all the metal work, and it has some really pretty detail on it. Absolutely love it. I did the woodwork, and I could not find anything to fit this particular space that I have, so we just DIY'd that, and I love how it turned out. A lot of this is DIY, thrifted, Hobby Lobby, another DIY, and the mirror I got from Menards. And as we circle around the living room, I have some hand-me-down items. I've had these lamps for like 20 years, but the shades I purchased a couple of years ago, maybe even last year, from Target. And then my DIY curtains that I did. Let me see if I can get better lighting for you. Not cooperating. You can kind of see I got that piece at Hobby Lobby. The couch was secondhand. We DIY'd the ottoman that you see here, as well as the tray and the little tic-tac-toe board. So I'm loving that. This used to be like a wooden coffee table, and we cut it down and then added the faux leather on top. And then I'm loving my pellet stove. We use this just about every single day here in the winter because it's necessary to stay warm here in Wyoming. So I have another picture that I took, and then we DIY'd those. Those are printouts. Shelby made me those. And of course I have this wonderful ledge where I can display all of my pretty things. And we DIY'd that big box with the hooks on it, and that's what I had my stockings hanging on, but it was down a little lower at Christmas time. And it's either thrift store, DIY, or Hobby Lobby up there. And then we made the shelf to go under the television. I do want to add more shelving, like to come all the way around this way, and like do stockings and stuff for Christmas and have that be like a faux mantle. But for now, this is what I have. And Hobby Lobby, Menards, yeah, just kind of a mishmash of things. Hobby Lobby plant, and then I painted that pot. The blanket ladder is a DIY also. The blanket itself is from Target, and the wreath is from Hobby Lobby. And I DIY'd this basket. I painted it dark brown at the bottom and then added some trim, so that's kind of cute. And then moving our way around, just a couple of chairs, a basic lamp, and another hand-me-down end table, which I love because there's storage in that. And over here, let me see if I can get a better angle for you guys. I DIY'd the lantern and that end table, and this stuff goes outside when it's nicer, so I just kind of put it in the corner for now. And this is a table, I think I got it at a store called Wood U, where it was like unfinished wood, and then you finish it yourself. So I really loved that. I've had that for a very long time too, probably at least 20 years too. And DIY. I don't even remember. Those are Target little houses, Target dollar spot sign, and cute little windmill. And that's about it. That's down there. I have some more houses and of course some family photos. And then up here we just have like our travel tchotchkes that I keep there that are always hard to dust because there's so many of them. And then right here above that is another picture of mine that I took at Death Valley, and then a couple hand-me-down little sconces. And those are also, it's so hard to see with this bright sunshine. It's finally not snowing today, guys. So yeah, a couple more photographs. These will probably change pretty soon. I'm kind of over them, so I'm not sure what's going to go here, but we'll figure it out. All right, so working our way back through the living room, that puts us into like the dining room kitchen area. And we will start on this wall where I have some more photographs. Same with over here. And I am loving decorating this buffet. I did make this. Unfortunately, the footage that I took, the camera was in the wrong angle, so it is all trashed and unusable, but I'm loving how it turned out. These are just upper cabinets from my kitchen that I added a base and some shelves and then just put a top across them. And I have used this since I made it. Best thing I've done. And you guys have probably seen all this decor. It hasn't changed much. Just this was Dollar Spot. And let me see if I can flip it over and show you. Maybe on the other end. This was their Valentine table runner with the X's and O's. So I just flipped it over because I liked it on the other side too. And I'm pretty sure this was Hobby Lobby, Target Dollar Spot. These are Big Lots. And this was from a little shop here in town. And more Big Lots, and I really love this. It's just a little stand that I put a candle on, and then this is just a jar that I turned upside down, and now it acts like a cloche. Totally loving that. This was a DIY, and the mirror itself I got at Hobby Lobby. We do have plans to change these out because I'm wanting to change out like all the gold and yellow in my house to more of a neutral color because I'm not loving how that shows on camera. So same with my chandelier. You can get a better picture. I'm wanting to change out all that gold, so I'm just gonna find like some clear seated things, like the glass things that go over the light bulbs, and maybe change out the light bulbs to something cool like an Edison light bulb or something like that. But I do love how it looks in here. And our table we are going to be getting rid of. It's very old. It's held on by straps and rebar and you name it. It's like pieced together. The chairs are creaking, falling apart. Hence why these are different. If you saw my video a couple of weeks ago, these are new and I'm kind of test driving them. I did not know what color I wanted, so I got the unfinished. And that way I can kind of figure out if I even want to just do a clear coat on this or if I want to add some stain. I can tell you that these chairs are not quite as comfortable as my 30-year-old chairs. They have been sat on for like 30 years, all worn, nice and comfy, so we have some work to do on those. The rug is from Walmart. I am not real happy with it. It's probably gonna go soon, but it works great in the winter time when you come in and you can wipe all the snow that you see out there off on that rug. And above here, I'm hoping I can get a good picture of what's above. Oh, darn. My son-in-law made this for me, and it says the gathering place where friends become family. And I absolutely love it, and it's huge, and I'm trying to get a good picture for you guys, but the lighting is just not working. There we go. Thanks for being patient. That works. Now you can see, and it kind of has that coppery hue going on in there, and that matches some of the copper pieces that I have over here on my bar. And I'll show you my bar. This was a Harbor Freight piece that I just painted. It came red, but it was like fire engine red, and I wanted more of a deeper red. So I painted it and painted all of these sides and things black. And I love it. It rolls around wherever we need it. And I just added some lights in there, as you can see. And then I added a couple of shelves above here, just brackets that I got at Menards, and then a couple pieces of wood, and just put that on there. And then I added a nice light above there. And that's pretty much it in my dining room. It's kind of small, but the table we are making is 8 foot, so it will definitely come out this way. And it's a little more narrower, which gives more room to go around. All right, the next room we're gonna go into is my kitchen. And this I have big plans for, not necessarily redoing cabinets, but taking this wall out that separates my living room from my kitchen. As you can see, look at all of the bright light here in the living room, and I have to have lights on in the kitchen. And I think by taking this out and putting a nice little island here, that's going to brighten up my kitchen and then just make it so much more usable. I do have these bar stools here. They're hard to use because they're not meant to be sat at this spot, but I was gonna put them away, but we use them every single day, all day long. So I'm just gonna keep them out because they do kind of take up some space, but we're just gonna leave them until this wall comes out. I'm gonna move my fridge either against that wall or right here, and then move this over there. Not sure yet how that's all gonna work out, but hopefully. I don't want to think too far in advance. Otherwise, if you know me, I'm gonna be taking this wall out today. So I can't think about it, otherwise I wanna do it. So we're just gonna leave that kind of up in the air until it happens. So I put a couple of shelves on either side of the window here, which we do have a video for that, and we will link that for you. Again, losing my lighting. And if you notice up here, we used to have can lights in that too, but my husband put like adapters up in there so we can add regular lighting, and now it shines on my shelves, which I love so much. And then I have several DIY things. These were just mason jars, and I glued a little knob on top of the lid and spray painted it. I love how that looks in here. And this is from Target, currently Target at the dollar spot, which is awesome. My daughter-in-law made me that little horse, which I love so much. And these measuring spoons and cups I got on Amazon, and I'm kind of test driving having them up on my wall. This is not a permanent situation. I think I want to lift it up a little bit higher, but I do love looking at them because they're so pretty. There's a better view of everything. Obviously, Hobby Lobby, you guys know. And those mugs which are so cute. I got at Ross. And this letterboard was a DIY, and we can link that for you too. That was actually a Facebook Live that we did a few weeks ago. And I got that little vase from Pier 1 recently, and go and check them because they're having great sales. If yours is closing, there's a lot of really good things to be had. And of course, Target Dollar Spot. And then I have this tile where I keep like my oils and salts and things like that for when I cook. And then, you know, just kind of plain, normal kitchen stuff that you see every day. Hobby Lobby, that was a gift. Yeah, and then stuff that I like to hide over here on this side. And we're continuing to move around the kitchen. This was a DIY, and so was this. This was a sign from Dollar Tree that I painted. I added little candle holders for the legs, and then a tile up on top. And then of course, this was Target at Halloween time. You can see there's a bat, but he's so small, and I still put cookies in that, so that's probably gonna be out all year long. All right, here's an overview of my kitchen. See, don't you guys agree that an island here would be so much better? I'm ready for it like yesterday. I'm just moving back around into my dining room, and then we're gonna head into the hallway. And right here is my pantry. This was a coat closet when we first moved in, and I have 3 coat closets, or I did. Like, I don't need 3 coat closets. And there really wasn't a lot of room in my kitchen, so I decided to add some shelving in here, and it goes kind of far up there, but I'm tall, so I can reach that. And I'm loving my pantry. I do want to make one change, however. It's hard to show, my hallway's a little small. This is a very old door, and I want to take it and put on my pantry, and then I have a little stencil that's going to go on the glass that says like mercantile or something like that. But we have to cut the door down to fit here, and then we're also going to make it open the other way, so when you're coming from the kitchen it opens this way, and I think that will be so much nicer. Alright, so coming from my pantry, we're going to go into this first bedroom. There's the door, and I have made this my office, and it needs some work. This is definitely a no judgment zone, so I'm going to show you my closet. But yeah, you'll probably see this hopefully in an upcoming episode, couple months possibly, because I'm still trying to talk my husband into storing all of his books because he never looks at them, but he doesn't want to get rid of them. And then I need to find a place for like our personal effects and finance things. That way I have more room for my camera equipment and my lighting. As you can see, here's my camera equipment, and then I have tripods and lighting, and it would be so much nicer if that was like all tucked away, and then I can really decorate this nicely. We DIY'd these shelves, and I absolutely love this detail that my husband put on them. So pretty. I have another one in here too, but we also DIY'd our tabletop and desk area here. Those were just bookshelves. I think they were $20 a piece at Menards. We bought 2 and then just put a wood piece on top, and same with the desk. And we just bought legs at Menards. So if you didn't know, you could buy those kind of legs and then add your own top, and that was really reasonable. So moving around with bad lighting, these drapes that you see here, let's see if I can get a better look. Here we go. These are Menards, or no, sorry, these are Amazon, not Menards. And they go all the way to the ceiling and the floor. I have 9-foot ceilings in here, and as you can see, they fill that space really nicely. And this is a DIY frame, or thrifted too. And it's got my motto for the year in there. And then I just have another table that collects all the junk. Literally all the junk. All right, here's another view of the office. There's the other shelf that I was talking about with the little metal detail. Love it. So we're gonna head out and we're gonna go next door into my guest room. I love this room. It's like one of my favorite spaces in my house. And a lot of the bedding that you see here, like the quilts, those pillowcases back there, that's all Amazon. And all the Amazon stuff is in my Amazon store, which we have linked for you. Let me back up and show you the bed. I made that headboard, which I love. And I really want to make one for the master, so I'll show you my situation when we get to that. I thrifted the end tables, and the artwork that you see are like some old photos from this area. We just had them blown up and framed, and I think it kind of adds a really cool aspect to a guest room when you have company from out of town coming and staying with you. So yeah, the lamps are from Target. And then here's the closet. And these are nice sized closets. We did like a built-in dresser in here. Don't mind all my junk. It's up here. One day we have to deal with all of that. Not today. And then of course we have all the baby showers stashed in here. So we are getting ready, getting all of our supplies together for that baby shower in April. All right, also these pillow covers are from Amazon also. And I have like 3 or 4 different colors just like that. And I love them. And of course I have my signature curtains. That's a DIY. And this chalkboard is also a DIY, and I have not updated it since Christmas, as you can see. That is a dresser top from like 100-year-old dresser. Actually, it was older than 100 years. And so I flipped it on the back side. So the top of it is actually still intact. The back side I painted white chalk paint, white chalk paint, and then black chalkboard paint. And then I can ride on it for the seasons, and I love it, and it's a huge piece. And of course you have your TV, and we have a fireplace in here too for our company. And a nice little chair to sit in. All right, we're gonna head out of the guest room back into the hallway. And then here to my left, I have a linen closet, which needs a little help too. I did add the shelves myself. It had a couple, and they were the wire shelves. I'm not really a fan of the wire shelves. I like the solid ones. Candle ring. Yep, let me show you the worst part. That's the way that goes. Anyway, I love the solid ones because stuff doesn't fall through and it just looks nicer. So I have throws, blankets, pillows, candles, all that kind of fun stuff. All right, through the linen closet was right there. I have another picture of mine of Devil's Tower right next to our guest bath. I DIY'd this cute little sign because our bathroom is kind of tucked away, which I love, but that way you know where the bathroom is. Let me turn on the light in here. Again, I want to get rid of all of the yellowy, glowy items and do a little more neutral, something a little more brighter. But as many of you may know, I'm not sure, my last name is Sawyer, and when I saw this on Amazon, I had to get it. And it's a windmill too, I loved it. And the bottom of it is a curtain. I will show you. I was so excited when this came in that I just placed it up there, and I never took the one that was behind it off that I made. I personally made that one, but I loved how the layered look is. So I left it, and it was one of those happy accidents. And then I also made these shelves, brackets from Menards, and then cedar wood, and then just kind of decorated them up. And then that's my favorite saying, Just a little FYI. And for the mirror here, we just added pallet wood all the way around the mirror. And it kind of adds that rustic touch. And then here's another view of my bathroom. A little hand towel. You know, all your bathroom stuff that you have to have. Alright, we're gonna head all the way over there into my master. It's on the other side of the house. We don't have a real large house. It's about 1,800 square feet, and it's perfect for two of us. But some days I wish we had more. Alright, we are in the master. Alright, to my left here is my master closet. This is a no judgment zone too, guys. So please, there is some stuff in here I want to do for you guys on camera to motivate you to clean your closet, because, you know, I need motivation too. So when you see, it could be worse. There is a floor, which is great, but, you know, it's just not pretty. We have our clothes, like everybody. And then home decor, of course, but I need to go through these baskets. This is my clothes, pretty much. T-shirts, jeans, sweatshirts, things like that. I need to go through all of that and purge. And I don't wear dress clothes anymore, and neither does my husband. Yet we still have all of this. So we just need to go through some of this stuff. And I have a hutch in here. This was in my dining room, and I moved it in here because it fit like perfectly, as you can see in here. Don't mind the laundry. But yeah, it's like 60 years old, and I didn't want to get rid of it. And I had painted it red. It's like chalk paint red, which I absolutely loved it. And I'm just storing some extra glasses and home decor in here. And we need to go through all of these bins. I also need to go through my wrapping paper station area, get rid of a bunch of stuff in there. And we have grand fur babies that come visit, so of course we have to have toys. And this is the other side of my closet. Walking out, there's more stuff. But really, this is the only space I have for storage, so I use it. And in here, my husband made me these shelves. One day I'm gonna have family photos on these shelves, but for now they're just random pictures just to fill the spot. And we do keep a heater in here too, because we have our pellet stove running, and when we shut our door at night, then it gets kind of cold. So we just plug in that, which works perfectly. Our pellet stove is so much cheaper to run with random electrical devices somewhere else. So, okay, I guess we will finish the bedroom before we go into the bathroom. I have this bench here that I believe I got at JCPenney like years and years and years ago. And it's got nice storage in there too. And I just put a couple crates stacked on top of each other for like a little bookcase look. The lamps I've had forever. Don't even remember where we got them. Same with our nightstands and headboard, which you can't really see with all the stuff. But let me show you what it used to look like, because I have not finished that piece yet. 90s burled cherry, whatever this is called. I still need to paint this, but as you can see, yeah. The lighting's kind of bad, but you can get the idea. We use it as our TV stand, and my husband uses it too. But that needs to be painted to match the other. We've had it for like 20 years. So it still works, so let's just keep it for a little while longer. And of course our treadmill. I wish that could go, because I want to put a nice fireplace here with built-ins. That'd be great, right? And working our way around, you can see the big window. And then if you guys saw a few weeks ago, we decorated this together. So we'll link that also for you. And the bedding, this bedding is from Target, and then the brown stuff is from Bed Bath & Beyond, pretty sure. I'm not sure if I can link some of it for you because it's been a little while. we're gonna head into the master bath now. I do have double doors entering my master bath, which, I mean, fancy, right? I've never had that before. This is the biggest bathroom I've ever had. A lot of things in here I would have never picked, but they came with it. So, like, well, it's here, so I'm gonna love it. But we have a nice vanity with good storage. We each have our own sink. And then working our way around, we have our shower and our bathtub. And then I love these windows. So cool. It looks out into the backyard. And would you believe I've never used that bathtub? Here I clean it all the time, but I'm not a bathtub person. I'm mainly just a shower. But they're pretty to look at and decorate around. And then working our way around, there's some storage here. Fireplace, which we use, as you can see, it's working. It's electric and it works pretty good. Our bathroom kind of gets a little chilly, so we run that in the winter. But we have some shower issues. So we need to demolish this and redo it. And while that's happening, I think I just want to do like a freestanding tub here. And that would mean taking out like all of this stuff. But I don't think I really want it, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's pretty and all that, but I think I can make this look better. I want to move my fireplace more centered on the wall. It's behind this door. Like when this door is open, which is our toilet room, you can't even see it. So, I mean, why have a fireplace that's hidden? And then this bulkhead, this is actually all a bump out on the house, and I'm hoping to open all of this up so I can put like artwork and stuff like that in there, and then just redo the openings for storage. And then have a couple of chairs, a nice pretty rug. Wouldn't that be so pretty? And then I'll show you the not so glamorous toilet room. But it really is nice to have it separated. But yeah, there is my master bath. So we pan around. I almost forgot my laundry room. Probably the most important room in the house, right? So you remember this situation. This is my hallway of doors because I have so many. Here's the guest bath. It is right here. We walk in and I have more doors. That door goes to the garage. I have another mirror up here with coats. We keep our wood pellets right here. This is how they come. And we just dump bags in the hopper and then it just burns. And one bag lasts about 24 hours for us. We're gonna jump back to the mirror just for a minute. Do you remember the dresser chalkboard I had in the guest room? Well, this piece that goes around the mirror here, that is also from the dresser. I just oiled it up and then just stuck it around this original mirror, and it kind of beefed it up and made it look a little more fancier, I thought. All right, door to the garage, washer and dryer. These are old. In fact, my dryer is like 19 years old, but it still works great. And you know, I am all for using if it still works. So fingers crossed, it still works a whole lot longer than the 19 years. But we added 3 shelves in here when we moved in. And then I have some bins that are all labeled with storage items like pet supplies, automotive, like cleaning wipes and things like that. And then I have like laundry and cat food and dog treats, all that fun stuff. And then I have a deep freezer. And then my son is redoing his RV, so he stripped everything out of his RV, bought a new fridge, and then left it here. So I use it. That's our soda fridge. And then I have a nice little window that looks out to the backyard. And then hot water heater. This is another closet. This is my broom closet. This is also another don't judge zone, but I keep my cleaners and paint, things like that in here. I have a vacuum cleaner, mop and bucket, and my carpet shampooer all in here, so it's kind of cramped. But I added the shelves again for more storage. and it seems to be working out great. And then that door is just our furnace. So there's like 5 doors in this room. And then, you know, counting this one in here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 doors in this little hallway. So that's why I call it the hallway of doors. Alright guys, that concludes my home tour. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I didn't bore you to death. I'm kind of out of breath from talking so much, so I hope it all translates good for you. If you have any questions about anything that you saw, please just ask, because I know I went over quickly some of the things that I was talking about, but I would be happy to answer any questions. And if you guys are looking forward to maybe a spring or Easter home tour, let me know. If you guys love home tour videos, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you are new and you stuck around through all of this, I hope you would hit that subscribe button, become part of our family. We would love to have you. All right guys, you guys go have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.